Hey there, it's Mike from Exotic Fishing Thailand. Well, what a fortunate week. This week I received a nice package from good friend Dave Wilson. He sent down, opened it up. It's full of all these amazing floats. I want to introduce those floats to you. We've got 3 different kinds of floats. We've got a Waggler float, Method float, and the Dave Wilson 4-ounce Big Boy float. Okay, so we're going to test one of these out later in a video today and hopefully catch, I don't know, Arapaima, Pacu, Tambaki, something different on the Big Boy float. Waggler float, it's a regular Waggler float. Dave suggests, I mean, bless his soul, he's even sent me these nice little diagrams, how to fish him, all in detail. I mean, if you don't know Dave, just a wonderful man, just like his brother John was. John was a good friend of ours before he passed, and he's always in our hearts here at Exotic Fishing Thailand. So Dave sent me all these details about how to fish the floats. The Waggler, we suggest to fish hard on the bottom. They're having good success with it. I know some of his friends, Graham Wall and some other guys, use it up at Jurassic. So that's the Waggler float. The Method float is for fishing a long ball, suspended long ball. We're not going to use, we think that the long ball with this is probably a bit too small for some of the fish we want to fish for today. So we're going to use the 4-ounce Big Boy float. So it's got a lot of foam in it. I really like it. I think it's going to be very visible on the lake. My eyes are fading a bit in my years. So with this one, we're going to have, it's normally fished with a 4-ounce lead. And they fish that at Jurassic. It's just one of their rules so that the fish can't, the Arapaima don't inhale the bait. It's fished normally with a piece of chicken or a live bait, that type of thing. But we're going to fish it with a like a big Method float. So we're going to have a Method ball, inline feeder. There'll be a swivel and stopper, a swivel here, stopper set to about 1.2 meters. And that's how we're going to fish it today. Oh, almost hit myself in the head. And we're going to try to get, we're going to fish it like we fish our normal Method float. See if we can get Arapaima, Mekong catfish, a carp. So those are the floats. Thank you very much, Dave. Like I said, John's always in our hearts here at Exotic Fishing Thailand. He fished with us several times, and we do miss him. So I think every time I use one of these, I'll remember our good friend. Thank you, Dave. One of the 3 floats we talked about earlier is the Dave Wilson 4-ounce Big Boy float. So we're going to try that one out for some Arapaima, maybe some Pacu, Tambaki, different predators, or even a carp and a Mekong catfish. The way this rig works, a little bit more line down, is okay. So the floats on a swivel with bead, slides up. We have a stopper. We're going to fish about 1.2 meters deep, which is a common depth for catching. We've got a short hook length out of 200-pound braid. That way none of the fish with teeth, the pack or anything are going to bite through that. We just, sometimes we put bread on the hook, sometimes pop up a little boilie or something, but today we're just going to hook it in, so hook it into the lom. The lom's a rice powder. It's a byproduct of rice. It's the rice powder mixed with water, and by hooking it in, there's no way it's going to get hooked around the float. So it's that's all set. Let's see if any fish want to cooperate. I'll give you a close-up of that float. Beautiful float. Nice rig. Let's get it going. Well, it's certainly visible, that's for sure. Yeah, I like the way that sits. It's nice, easy to see. As we get older, our eyes don't get any better, and that's definitely more visible than the floats we've been using before, so I like that. The other thing to think about is that the line's going off the bottom of the float, so if it was windy, we could use a back lead, which will help to sink the line and stop the float moving so much. So 2 good features of the Big Boy 4-ounce float. Casting distance seemed pretty good. In fact, it probably casts better because the rig's more compact. So let's get 2 out there. It's all about efficiency. Okay, we're going to put some bait balls out. If Lex got any ready, what do you got? Oh, John's got some. Okay. So we like using the scoop to get the fish, to get the balls out there. We've got what I think is a Gardner throwing stick. Any old scoop, Chinese made, but this throwing stick, nice and light, seems to have the right flexibility. You don't get as tired, and it's fairly accurate once you get used to it. So we like that a lot better than the catapults. Catapults, you do your knuckles in, and a lot of times the elastics will pull off the catapult late in the day, or they'll break. And when I use catapults, I usually have 2 or 3 just in case that happens. But we're happy with the throwing stick. Let's see if the fish are happy with the balls. There's definitely some movement around the left float, so my money's on the left float. Oh, I don't know if you got that. Nice big carp jumping out just past the float. Okay. So that works perfect. We've got an inline feeder. Once the small fish have eaten the lom, or the loms come off, then that's the float goes flat. Time to reel in, load up again, and get it right back out there. Like make sure lam good, come off easy. We actually weighed the long balls to be about 600 grams, and the float cocks nicely. And this is got Lek making the balls here, and he always makes a huge ball. He's got huge hands, this guy. And let's see how this one cocks. Plunk. Look at that, perfect. Huge ball on there. Float handles it nicely. The other floats we're using, they'd actually sink and then come up as the lom came off. So that's awesome. The other one's empty, it's gone flat, time to bring it in. A lot of times I walk around the lake, I see floats sitting there flat and people are staring at them. There's no bait left. Got to reel it in, get more bait on, get out. Get the bait back out again. In Canada, I used to do a lot of bass fishing. And like any other tournament, I guess the same as match fishing, it's all about efficiency. If there's no bait on the hook's not in the water, bait's not in the water, you're not going to catch anything. So if you want to catch more fish, try to be more efficient. But I appreciate some people are on holiday, they want to chill out and maybe not work so hard. But that's what it takes to catch fish. And with these big long balls, a nice big lob cast is the best way to do it. You try to fire it directly to put too much power into it, and it just comes off. You know, you get a nice lom shower. It's on the money, that one. A little bit too far. Another good idea is always to mend your line. Keep your line straight. I know it's hard to focus all day when you're fishing, but if you've got a big loop in the line, not only can it go over top of the other one, but when you go to set the hook, you've got to reel first to take the slack and then set the hook. So this way it gives you a better chance of getting a nice hook set. You don't need too heavy of a hook set, just a nice firm hook set, that'll do the job. But you see people trying to set the hook so hard and they've got all this slack line, so a good idea to mend the line. Now all we need is the hook floats to go under and we'll be laughing. Come on, fish. Okay, so we're hooked up. Not sure what it is yet. That was a funny take. I mean, the float just kind of went down and came up and then just started to move, but it didn't go all the way down, you know. So set hook and oh, there we go. Arapaima for sure. That telltale head shake, you know. Whoop. Whoa, 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 easy, easy. Feels like a good fish. We have over 100 Arapaima in the lake. The smallest ones are around 50 kilos, and the biggest ones are around 160 kilos. So lots of big fish, lots of variety in size. Let's hope this is over 100. Let's see. I always try to fight these fish with a relaxed arm because they're gonna shake their heads. You know, you get some people, they come and they stiffen up and try to bully the fish. It just doesn't work, you know. They often shake the hook out. Whoa. Vicious head strikes. Head shakes. This fish really feels like it's got some weight to it. You could be wrong, but whoa! This is either a big fish or he's wrapped up somehow, but he just swam away, so I don't think he's wrapped up. Oh, whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna need the heart attack paddles in a minute if he keeps shaking his head like that. They know, you know, they've been caught before and they know how to shake that hook. What a beautiful day. Oh, he's gonna come up. Don't jump, don't jump. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's a huge one, huge fish. What a jump. I tried to drop the rod tip, but he was starting to come up, wasn't gonna stop. Playa, big fish. Okay, we just got to get her in the net now, which is easier said than done. I'll be ready for a nice swim in the pool after this. Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. Yeah, she is wrapped up, that's the problem. The line's underneath the fish. Hey guys, come over here a little bit. Okay. I think when she sees that net, she's going to go for another run. No, she's not wrapped up. She's just a big fish. Come on, baby. Oh, she is wrapped up. She's in the gill plate a little bit. There we go. Both big fish and wrapped up. The line's just gone underneath there a little bit. Whew, okay. Great stuff. Exotic Fishing Thailand, testing the Dave Wilson Big Boy 4-ounce float, and it's working fantastic today. Let's take a closer look at the fish. Well, we've got a lot of different colored Arapaima here at Exotic Fishing Thailand, but this one we're going to have to name it Golden Girl. I mean, look at the colors on that head. It's the sunlight. It's just a, wow, a thing of beauty. Golden Arapaima. New name, Chulai Golden Girl, this one. Like, next time, name Golden Girl, okay? All right, sounds good. So we'll get some more footage. Rambo, do you want to come in and let's just pick up the fish at the back so we get a good look at the whole fish? Wow, that's something that's just unbelievable. The way the sun's hitting it today, it's just beautiful fish. Try to keep it straight. Oh, look at that. What's the gills there? What's the gills? Okay. Try to tip it back a little bit. There we go. There we go. Look at that. These guides are in weight training when they're not fishing. All right, good job, guys. Exotic Fishing Thailand, beautiful Arapaima on the Dave Wilson 4-ounce Big Boy float. All right, we're going to get that fish some oxygen and let it go.